Shadows of the past linger, shaping the fate of the present. The story of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen 1988 is about to unfold. In the dim glow of dusk, the city hummed with its usual chaos, oblivious to the fragile peace hanging in the balance. The year was 1988, a time when old worlds had crumbled and new alliances formed in the shadows. This was the era of the 1988 League, a clandestine coalition born out of desperation, born out of tragedy. The League was the brainchild of Oscar Goldman, a man whose name carried weight in clandestine circles. After the disbandment of the original League in 1979, an organization that had kept dark forces at bay, Goldman had gone into the shadows. But when Mr. Miyagi, the wise martial arts master, was brutally murdered under mysterious circumstances, it became clear that old enemies were stirring once more. The death of Miyagi was more than a loss. It was a warning. Tony Montana, the infamous drug lord believed to have been killed years ago, had returned with a vengeance, and he was resurrecting his occult gang, the Lost Boys, a sinister collective with roots deeply embedded in dark mysticism. Montana's goal was clear: to plunge America into chaos, to become its unchallenged ruler, and to resurrect an old empire of fear. The League was formed to stop him. Emmett Brown, the eccentric scientist from Hill Valley, whose wild ideas and inventions had often saved the day in the past, had been pulled out of retirement. His knowledge of temporal mechanics and gadgets was invaluable, especially in a world where the line between reality and mysticism blurred. Jack Burton, the laid-back, swaggering truck driver from San Francisco, had seen enough strange happenings on the road to know when to step in. His street smarts and no-nonsense attitude made him the team's unofficial enforcer. B.A. Baracus, the tough-as-nails ex-commando and mechanic from the A-Team, brought brute strength and a heart of gold. His fear of flying was legendary, but his loyalty was unwavering. Angus MacGyver, the resourceful tech genius, could MacGyver his way out of any situation with a paperclip or a chewing gum wrapper. His ingenuity was crucial against the occult threats that Montana's gang wielded. Lisa, a mysterious femme fatale from Weird Science, her powers seemed to defy explanation. She possessed a strange, almost supernatural allure, and her abilities to manipulate energy and perception made her both a weapon and a wild card. Their mission was clear: find and eliminate Tony Montana's occult gang before they could unleash chaos across the nation. But the road was treacherous. Montana, harnessing dark mysticism, had begun summoning dark entities and awakening ancient powers to bolster his reign. The team's first task was to infiltrate Montana's compound, hidden deep within the Nevada desert, guarded by both human mercenaries and supernatural guardians. Using MacGyver's gadgets and Brown's temporal experiments, they devised a plan to slip past the defenses. As they approached, Lisa's powers revealed a hidden portal, an ancient gateway tied to Montana's occult rituals. She stepped through, her aura illuminating the darkness, sensing the evil's core. Inside, they faced the gang's dark rituals, sacrificial altars pulsing with unnatural energy. Montana himself awaited, cloaked in shadows, his eyes glowing with malevolent power. You're too late. The darkness has already begun to consume this world. Baracus charged forward, smashing through the cult members with his formidable strength. Angus MacGyver set off a series of improvised explosions, disrupting the ritual. Brown worked his temporal devices to destabilize the dark energies, while Lisa's energy blasts weakened Montana's hold on the ritual. In a final showdown, Montana summoned a monstrous occult entity, a creature born of darkness and despair. Lisa, channeling her powers, confronted the beast, while Brown's gadgets created a temporal loop, trapping Montana in a moment of his own making. With Montana defeated and his occult gang disbanded, the darkness receded. The League disbanded once more, knowing that evil never truly sleeps. Emmett Brown packed up his gadgets, Jack Burton took the wheel of his truck, B.A. Baracus returned to his commando duties, Angus MacGyver tinkered with his latest invention, and Lisa disappeared into the shadows, her purpose fulfilled, but her power still lurking just beneath the surface. As the sun rose over a fragile peace, one thing was certain: when darkness rises again, the 1988 League would be ready. The end. Be sure to like and subscribe for more fan fiction videos and upcoming original stories.